So there he is, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Quick, let's get him. Get him. He's challenging our perception. Okay, sorry. Talking out of turn, looking at the wrong camera, being live on YouTube, wondering why I'm doing it, wonder why I'm even alive, wondering why anything. Why? Tuesday, November 4th. It's 7:48 a.m. And it's the year 2025. If we believe that time exists. Does time exist? God damn. Oh, I'm alive. Help, I'm alive. Hey, I'm alive. I went through hell yesterday and I got past, I went through hell. So it's like I went in, I went in and I came out the other side. And I'm okay. Woke up this morning, everything's fine. I do it most days. Why do I do it? That is the question. Whether it is nobler now in the minds of no. But I have fun doing it sometimes. I mean, yesterday was less fun, but I skid through life with having so much fun most of the time because I do stuff like this. This is the sort of stuff I like doing. I'm going to do stuff like I do stuff like this. This is what I enjoy. It's like, I probably can't. They're probably not going to let me do this. I wonder why they won't let me play my own music. It's all there. Oh, well. Let me try this. Let's see if it'll let me. So, because the original file couldn't be found. Would you like to locate it? Locate it? Well, I damn well do. Oh, poop. I'm going to get into trouble just for being me. Okay. I'm going to stop this game. Play their game. This is a very silly thing. Okay. Go back to the beginning of today's pontification from Nigel the Nomad, and start over. Okay, look at the camera, not at the monitor. Put the light on your face. Make yourself look attractive. Good morning. Today, I will be bringing you the news. You don't exist. Or kinda, you do exist, but only in the imagination of somebody else. You're not real. I know you feel pain, but pain is a reflex, to being in this earthly domain. In the realm of your imagination. Oh my God. I'm imagining the imagination and the infinite possibilities. I am imagining the imagination and infinite possibilities. Therefore, I am nothing and everything simultaneously. Why? Thank you, Noel Rhodes. Why? I know why. It's because it's Tuesday. Okay. Are you following a script? You know. Gosh. Where's my list of things I've got to do today? Are you following a script? Return that thing. Buy that thing. Oh, deal with that. Oh, yeah, I gotta go get some more stuff. Are you following a script? Have you gone off script? Dare you go off script? There were moments last night. I was listening to some music, live music. It was very nice at my favorite venue currently, which is Sunspace in Sunland, which is on Shadow Hills. It's on Sunland Boulevard in the sunny climes of Southern California, Los Angeles area. But I was listening to a piece of music being played live. I could see a trumpet player, a saxophonist, a drummer, a guitarist. Someone was playing different wind instruments. It was really interesting. 6-string bass. It was interesting, but it was the combination. There were times when I closed my eyes and I was listening to the music, and there were other instruments being harmonized. So it's a harmonics. It's a known thing. I mean, it's not. I'm not making this shit up. Yes, I am. But there were all these sounds, and I was in the box of this room, and I was hearing all these sounds, and they were going together and apart, and together and apart. But at times, they were producing harmonics, these frequency harmonics. So I started to let myself go with that. And I kind of nodded off, not sleep, but kept. Oh. In fact, in one instant, I was holding something and feeling it, and just let myself sit, relax, and have it, and I just loosened my grip. And the thing that brought me back into this reality was I was holding an empty can, an empty drink container, not alcohol, but an empty bubbly water container, and it hit the floor. Not loud, but enough to go, whoops. It took me out of it. But there were moments in there where I was neither here nor in my imagination. I was somewhere between the two, between and betwixt. Anyway, I was thinking about that. It's like my own existence is in question only because we're limited by our perceptions, and we're also limited by the amount of time we have to experience those perceptions. We don't know what happens at the end. We didn't know what happened before it all started, but at some point we became solid, and then we entered into a society that is made up of lots of people imagining their imagination and its infinite possibilities. The thing is, it becomes too much for too many people too quickly. and they feel the need to escape from their own reality. I mean, how do you escape from your own reality? Now, I had examples of this yesterday in individuals I was with, where I would talk to them, interact with them, help them as best I could, or let them help me understand me as best I could. See how much of what I'm doing helping others is actually helping me understand that helping others is only a very limited interaction, because other people's notion of you and your notion of yourself are always going to be in flux. There's always going to be a difference. How I was perceived helping somebody else who thinks they're helping me is it's in flux. It's not a solid thing. So like the harmonics that I imagined in whilst listening to the music, I didn't imagine them, they were there, but they were in my perception in the room. And I'm sure there were other people in the room, and I know there were other people in the room. No, I'm sure there were other people in that room listening to that music who felt it too, but are not as curious as I seem to be, and I'm only saying I seem to be, to find out how frequency determines our perception. So frequency, my eyes closed, so I couldn't really, although even with my eyes closed, I'm seeing loads and loads of different things. I mean, you've done this as a child, you lie there and you've got your eyes closed, but you're looking at all the planets and dots and all these ideas and all these things. Each of your individual senses creates things that you can't really conceive of with the sense you're seeing it with. So by having eyes wide shut, you're still perceiving a world outside of you because you're seeing things that don't exist, you see. And the same with sound, and the same with touch, and the same with taste, and the same with smell. And we could keep going, but I'm not going to, because I think a lot of people think it's hooey that we have more senses than 5. But I honestly believe we have a lot more, and we're only on a tiny, tiny little part of our human experience collectively. I mean, as we pass, again, I said I went to hell and I came out the other side. I go through heaven and hell every day, heaven and hell, heaven and hell, heaven and hell, because it's a fluctuation. And if I can imagine a heaven, if I can imagine a hell. So really imagining the imagination and its infinite possibilities is the only way I can experience life. Is it vastly different from most people, or is it just a little bit different from other people? I don't know. Not many people actually talk about it. I mean, if you do talk about it, I mean, words would probably be so pointless, wouldn't it? What are words worth? I mean, yes, we need to communicate with each other, we need to explore, but we're imagining things outside our own cosmos, our own place in this world, our own individual in the collective. But it's like I don't acknowledge that I'm an individual in the collective. I consider myself to be part of a much bigger picture that I'm not allowed to see. I mean, it's like, oh, It's like staring at a screen, isn't it? Swipe up to unlock. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's like you're staring at a screen and you're expecting to see, scrolling through your photos. There we go. Scrolling through my photos. Where's that photograph? Where's that one that tells me that life is something other than what it is? I mean, I don't understand why. There it is. Oh, no, that's not it. You're not going to be able to see it. You're not going to be able to taste it. You're not going to be able to smell it. It's just going to happen. And it's not that it's going to happen just out of the blue. I mean, I imagined quite a lot of things there. It's like a mime act, you know? It's like, wow, look, he looks like he's up against a wall, an invisible wall. Oh, he's pulling the wall apart and he's put, yeah, it's like a mime act. It's like anything else. It's like, so, you know, all the world's a stage and we're merely actors. Well, is that it? Is that it? Yes, it is, because we imagine ourselves to be that. If we entertain that notion, then we become that notion. Yesterday, I was dealing with somebody who has very much a wonderful imagination and a wonderful mind and a wonderful, brilliant way of perceiving things, who cannot make a single decision. And it's bizarre. I mean, you know, I'm not going to point fingers or call names, but it's bizarre to me to think that aside from morality, the moral question, why can't you make your mind up? I mean, it's not a moral question whether or not I take another sip of this coffee, but let's work it out, right? I'm taking a sip of this coffee. Well, where did the milk come from? And how do they treat dairy cattle? And where did the coffee grains, beans, come from? And how much were the people paid who made the coffee? I mean, who made this mug? I mean, who am I? What am I? You can break it down, but then you still have to go through life, daily functioning, and functioning requires decisions. I'm going to put this cup near my lips and tip it slightly so as the coffee goes into my mouth, and then I will swallow, and the coffee will. You see, we can't break it down or break it up. There is no. I mean, people talk about the micro macro. I have many times, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun trying to break it down or break it up. Try not to hurt anybody on the way, but you're going to challenge other people's ideas of what life is, right? Because nobody has exactly the same perception of what life is. And who's correct? Is it the person you label as a simpleton, or a crazy person, or a lunatic? Is their perception of life any better than yours if they're actually doing things in the world? I mean, I often start ranting on about people who have a mountain of food whilst people are over here starving to death. Well, that I find to be the analogous, that to me is the breakdown of society, when we stop sharing our ideas, but also not sharing our abundance of beauty and joy and food. And I mean, it's always going to boil down to, for me, this human experience, it's always going to boil down to staying free, staying individually free, so as you can create your own reality. See, it's important to create your own reality. Otherwise, the one you're forced to witness on a daily basis is created by somebody else. So you don't externalize who's in charge, you internalize. But that doesn't mean you go around arrogantly saying, yeah, I'm in charge. You just do the things that you love and try as hard as you can to help others understand that freedom, that individual freedom, as a human experience, is your expression of that individual freedom. Yeah, it's a little loopy. It's hard for some people to conceive of, though, because they've always looked to somebody else to be in charge. They externalize an authority figure. I'm going to put, what can I put in charge today? What will I put in charge today? I'm going to put my imagination in charge, really. No, this red Solo cup. These things have been featured in many great movies, music videos, especially music videos. They became trendy in music videos. Why? I don't know. Because they're cheap. Because that's what you would find in the hood when they were promoting hip hop music and rap, which I love. I mean, I love that. I love music. So, but they featured these Solo cups in many music videos. But that's in charge. But I put that cup, that individual cup, in charge for the day. So whatever it tells me to do, I'm going to do it all day. Whatever it tells me to do. As I sit in quiet contemplation, awaiting the external force of the beautiful red Solo cup to tell me what to do, I will stagnate. I will do nothing. I will empty my mind of all things. You see, you can't. You want to externalize all your problems, but you can't. They're all internal. You made it up, mate. That's in truth, you made it all up. So we are our imagination, I believe, and I'm imagining myself standing outside in the sunshine instead of sitting here next to a heater. This electric heater is very good, but it's not. It's like as soon as the heat leaves its source, it gets about this far and then it drops off. So the rest of the room doesn't get warm, but the heater's warming itself. Yeah. But the sun, that's what we really need. Individually and collectively as humans, as we experience this brief blip of time that we have, we all need the sun as a source of light. So there it is. We worship the sun, and then we experience sun, no sun, sun, no sun. So it's all frequency and light. The frequency of day, night, is an example of what we require. We require there to be a flip side to every coin. It'd be a very weird world if we went to a place where it was two-dimensional. Imagine being in a cartoon Can you imagine being a cartoon, not being in a cartoon? Can you imagine being a cartoon? I mean, obviously, I'm on a flat screen right now. So imagine if all you were was the flat screen. And some people, not really the sharpest knives in the drawer, but some people kind of go, yeah, I kind of wish I was an avatar because I can't handle this being 3-dimensional. I'm going to go back to being 2-dimensional. We were never 2-dimensional. We were always 3-dimensional and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as we advance. But our dimensionality requires us to be interactive with each other in order to bring more people into this world. And once we start meddling with the idea that, well, we can take out the middleman here, then we're fucked. And that's why, that is why, thank you, Noel Rhodes, Unusual Tuesday. It's Tuesday today, but no Unusual Tuesday because Noel's on holiday. First holiday he's had in many, many years. And I wish him well. He's having a lovely time. I hope he has a lovely time. But the thing is, we experience our reality organically because we are drawn to each other. We're a gregarious race. Human beings need other human beings in order to be human beings. Otherwise, they would be just separately bouncing off of each other, not recognized. We have to recognize ourselves in others and others in ourselves. You know, we're none of us perfect. We're none of us anywhere near perfect. But each of us are individually responsible for the collective. If we're not responsible for the collective, then we're going around just bumping into each other. Don't think that's a good way to live. All right. So I'm back to the unanswerable question, right? Imagining the imagination. Does the solo cup, the red solo cup, get it? I dropped it, and it is here, and I have it. This is the oracle of all wisdom. I am waiting for the wisdom of the red solo cup. Natural inquiry, really, but I'm imagining it to be something more than it is. Are we in the cup? Are we on the cup? Are we the surface of the cup, or are we the depth of the cup? It's not very deep. Oh, is it this way? Can we endlessly fill it up? What if I put stuff in it? What if I can fit in the cup? What if I am the cup? What if I ram it down on my head? I don't know. Oh dear. I messed with it too much. I think I've broken the cup. No, it's only a little bit of damage. I think it will still hold. Yeah. Okay. Revere the cup. I am a solo cup. Become the cup. I am the cup. 'Cause 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 I am the No. Nope, not the cup. Be the cup. But the cup is so much more. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your imagination is who you are. You are your imagination. So, imagine love. Imagine peace. Imagine empathy. Imagine beauty. Imagine warmth. Imagine food, shelter, health, education. Imagine all these things are just there. You just pluck them from the trees. Oh my gosh, is this a perfect world? Oh dear. Yes, it is. I love you. Be imaginative. Use that which you are able to function with and create a beautiful world. A beautiful world that's so full of infinite possibilities. Right. I love you. I've been talking now for approximately 31 minutes. Way too long, especially with my list of all the things I have to do in every single minute of every day. All right. I love you. Have fun. Love you.